Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Rozier from Richmond City Public Schools, and I'm going to be doing a lesson with you about reading this graph. So we're going to talk about reading this chart, talk about reading graphs and everything. And this is lesson 21 in the high school band for unique learning system. Now the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go over our topic words. We're going to do our um, unit words, our math words for graphing, and then we're going to go on and talk about some pie graphs and bar graphs. All right. So first thing we have is the word talents. Talents. These are the kinds of things that you can do. Okay, that you are good at. You do these things very, very well. All righty. The next word is traits. Yes, traits that makes us different from one person to another. And we have inherit, to receive by genetic transmission. In a cell, all living things have cells. It has a nucleus surrounded by a membrane. And we also have what? DNA. That's our chemical makeup. That's how we are made. And DNA means what? Deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA. DNA. Very good. The next word is, okay, so those are our topic words. And now for our data words, we call what? Collecting data. It's something, facts that you get about collecting when you want to calculate things. The data you collect when you want to calculate. Okay, those are our facts. Probability is the probability of things happening in a group of people from certain information that you collect the data on. We have graphing survey or survey graphing. You see they have the bar graph, right? And you collect your survey. That means you graph according to the numbers that you've collected and you make different colors to denote what is the information that you have collected. Okay, so if you have the boys green and the girls red, then that's the collection or the data you have collected. Now, a population is a group of people in a certain area. Population, let's see here, is a city area. So you will get your population of who you're going to collect data on. It's going to be a certain age group. It could be a certain race. It could be a certain employment. It could be a certain living place, a certain area. And then you put that information on a graph so it'll be more visual for everybody to understand. Okay, you'll be able to see the trend that's going on, what is happening. Is it more in this area, more with these kinds of people? Those are our words. We have the word chart. Sometimes we can put things on a chart. We can collect our data or do a survey in a chart. That helps us to understand what's going on. Easy to read. Median. Median is when you have a group of numbers and you line them up and it's the number in the middle. You don't have to solve for anything, just select the number that's exactly in the middle. Okay? It means the same number on this side and the same amount on this side. The median, the one in the middle. All right. Then we have mean. Mean is an average of all of the numbers that you have. The average of all the numbers that you have, and then you add those numbers up, and then you divide by those numbers, the amount of numbers that you have. Okay? Very good. That is the mean or the average. The total numbers divided by the numbers that are present. average. All right. Then we also, in population, you have a group. A group of people is a number of objects or persons considered as a unit. A group. A group. Then in the middle, what we just talked about, as far as the median, the middle, equally distant from the ends or sides, the one exactly in the middle. Information is obtaining knowledge from an investigation. I'm going to investigate how many times a person eat an apple with the left hand. So you get a group of people and you count how many times a person does that. That will be the information gathered or investigated from those group of people. Information. We're talking about graphing because you can read to get information. All right, so we have the bar graph. The bar graph shows rectangles with length according to the number it represents on the graph. So if you have 1, that represents that you have a little short bar. If you have 10, then you have a longer bar, and we're going to talk about that. In a pie graph, it is a circular chart that is divided like pie pieces to represent the quantity and quality. Pie graph looks just like it cut into pieces, just like a piece of pie. Okay, and the survey is gathering information from or about a group of people or an area. All righty, very good. So we're going to continue. I'm going to get smaller, as I always say, and we're going to talk about the graphs. Now, in a graph, you're going to have a title. This is the title, Hair Color at Southeast High School. And then you're going to have a key. You have brown hairs, brown, blonde hair, red hair, black hair, gray hair, and other. Now, see, this is a pie graph, and it's cut into pieces. And look at it. The more color you see of something, that's the most. So we have more of what? We've had more brown people, brown hair, brown colored hair, excuse me. So then look at it. It says 52%. Now 52%, that's half. Because if you know 50 is half of 100, and it looks, that's almost half. Then you have blonde hair is 24%. Now remember, when you cut a circle in quarters, this is almost a quarter. So that's 24%. So if you didn't have these numbers, if you knew the percentages and how to divide a circle into quarters and halves, you can pretty much estimate that it's about 24% and 52%. Okay? But when you're using your group of people, for everybody, the whole represents everybody. The whole 100 people, or all of the people, don't have to be 100, could be all of the people that you investigated, and you watch what they hear. You say, okay, I'm going to start an investigation, and I'm going to get my survey from 50 people. So this would be represent 50 people, okay? So you have 6% red hair, 14% black hair, 1% gray hair. Look how small that is. That's 1%, okay? Then you have 3% other, okay? All right, very good. So that's how you do it. You just fill it out and try to have it according to your percentages of 100% of the people that you've done. And then you color it out so it's very visual and people can understand, oh, okay, more people have brown hair. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so let's answer some questions. It says, which hair color is the most common in Southeast High School? What is it? Most common is brown hair, okay? And you would type brown hair here, type brown hair. Who's not typing for me? brown hair. Okay. Then it says, what percentage of people have blonde hair at Southeast High School? What percentage? So they're looking for a number. What percentage of people have what color hair? Blonde hair. So what is that? 24. 24%. And you can put your percent sign up there. And then what hair color do 6% of the people at Southeast High School have? What color? 6%. So we're not going to look in that area. That's too much. 6%. So 6% is what? Red hair. So we do our red hair. Yes. Red hair. All righty. So let's keep going. Let's go to the next one. We still have more. It says, what percentage of the people have black hair at the high school? So how many people have black hair? We say as 14. Okay. And what hair color is the least common? The least common. Okay, so let's get into a different kind of thing. Least common. That means the one that has the least, the little bit. And it would be what? Gray. Yes, very good. So that's how you look at it. When you make your graph, then you have questions about it. Okay? And those are the kinds of questions. What percentage of this person had? All righty. Now, so we're talking about traits. Now, when we make traits, we're gonna ask people about it. And it says how many people can roll the tongue? Maybe one or two, three people can roll the tongue. How many people have dimples in your classroom? Maybe one. A hitchhiker's thumb. Okay. You might have three people that can do that. So this is all about making a graph. You start it, you title it. What trait do you have? And then these numbers on this side represent how many people. Okay. So right now we're just doing one. And these are the categories that we're going to go that they're going to have. So let me get that together. Okay. So we have roll the tongue, dimples, hitchhiker's thumb, right-handed, or detached earlobes. Let's bring that down here and get that. So this is how you make it. Now, right hand, there's a lot of people that might be right handed, so we'll make that bigger. All righty, so far we have 4 people that can roll the tongue, 3 people that have dimples, 5 people have how many? Because this is the number, that's how I know. Hitchhiker's thumb. There are 6 people that are right-handed and 2 people that has detached earlobes. Good. All right, and that's what you will take. That will be the survey that you could take at home. Okay, and let's go on to the next one. So that was our pie chart, and that was taking a survey. You asked those people the questions, and we were taking a survey. So you take that survey around the people in your neighborhood. Keep social distancing though, around the neighborhood, and all right, so when we're doing the mean, median, and we're doing the average, okay, so we have gray eye. It says finding the mean and median. All righty, so we have what? Green eye students at Southeast High School. Now the mean is the average and the median is the middle. All right, now look at these numbers. They have it down here. Look at the numbers. It says use a calculator and add all the numbers on the chart. And when they did that, you got what? 247. So there were 5 items on the chart, and we divided because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that total divided by 5 gives you 49.4. All right. So when we have a number like that, we'll round it up. And because remember our rules, all right, 5 below 5 it stays the same, goes to that number, or And if it's 5 and above, you add 1 to it. So if this was a number 5, 6, 7, or 8, that would be 50. Okay, but since it's below 5, it's going to stay 49. So we need to round it to the closest number. So 49 is the mean for the average number of green eye students per grade at Southeast High School. All righty, now it says the mean and the median. And let's look. It says the mean and median. And remember the one in the middle. The one in the middle. All righty, let's go on. Let's see. What's the next? All righty, now. So when we are finding the mean, it says finding the mean and median. Now we're going to do the median, is the number that is in the middle of the data set. Okay, one in the data set. You should write the numbers in order. So you have to do that first. So you write the numbers in order, and they're using the same information from the last slide. Same information. So we have 7, 38, 41, 67, and 94. So to find the number in the middle, you start at 7 and cross it off. Okay. That when you count your numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All righty. So you have your middle point. You cross that out, and you have 41, and you cross that out and cross that out. All right. So when it's odd, it's easier to do with odd numbers. So you circle the number that is left, which will be 41. So 41 is the median of it. So it says, note, if the median is between two numbers, find the average of the two numbers. So for example, if you have 6 numbers, if you had another number right here, you would take that number plus the 41 and you would divide it by 2. And then that would give you your new median number. Okay, so we have blue eye students. We have blue eye students at Southeast High School. Okay, so you have juniors, it's 146, sophomores, 99, seniors, 73, transition students, 13, and freshmen, 187 freshmen. Okay, all righty. All right, so let's get these in order. So which one would be number 1? The 13 students. That would be number 1. Okay. So what comes next? Remember, we got to put everything in order. So what's next? We have 13, and what's next? What would be the next number? It would be 73. And 73. Let me put it in there. Okay. And what's next? Do we have anything? We have any 70? We have 80? We have any 80s? Do we have any 90s numbers? Yes, that will be number 3. We have any, you have anything in 100? Yes, we have something in 100. Okay, so now, since we have 100, let's go to the next number. Which one's next? 156 or 187? Hmm? Yes, 156. And last, 187. Very good. So that's how you do. When you get all of your information together, then you line them up, and then the median one will be, well, we have 5 numbers. So which one would be the middle? We have 1, 2, 4, 5. So 399 will be the median. All right. So you're going to do this. You're going to use the mean and use the calculator to add the numbers from the chart. All righty. And so remember, when we put the numbers in the chart, you will be circling your mean and mode. So what is the mean? All righty. So you have to use your chart. So what I want you to do is to copy the chart and then plug in the numbers from it. Let's see. All right, let's continue and go to the next one. Let's read the double bar. Now you have a double bar here. We still have the amount of people that you are surveying, and it's called Inherited Talents at Southeast High School. Okay, we have students that can draw, cook, singing, and running. All righty, so we're looking at this. How many students were able to draw? Now you know you have to work it with two, working with a double one. So it's this one and that one. So we add 3 plus 3 is what? 6. Okay, so looking at this, what could we say? We have the boys in blue, the girls in orange. And which one? Who runs? Who are the best runners? The boys. Okay, and who are the best singers? The girls. Who cooks better than the girls? Ooh, the boys. That sounds like something. Boys can cook better than girls. There are a lot of male chefs too. All righty, so that's good. Let's answer some of these questions. All right, it says, how many boys inherited a talent of cooking than girls? All right, so we have boys. We have 4 boys, and how many girls? 2. Now it says than. Than is a Q word for subtraction. So the answer would be what? So you subtract 2 from 4, and it will be what? 2. Okay. Now, what is the total number of students who inherited a talent of drawing? Okay. Total number. So that means we have to add both of them. We just did that, and that was what? Number 6. Good. So which talent did the least amount of students inherit? So they said students, they didn't say boys or girls. So you have to add both columns. All right, so we have 6 here, and that's 2 and 4, that's 6 there, and that's 2 and 3, that's 5. And this is 4 plus 5, that's 9. So which one? It was singing. So you type in singing. All righty, so that's how that goes. So when you want to collect any kind of data, you can always present your data in a graph, or you can present it in a pie. All right. You can also present it in a line. That's the same thing. Instead of having the bars, you would just have lines going up and going down. Okay, and it will tell you the same thing. So the line will go here, then it'll come down and go here, it will go up. You will add them all together, and it will be just a group kind of thing. So just 6, it'll be on, and it goes up. So that will tell you that most people have this thing, and that's how you can have your graphs. So there's 3 kinds of graphs. You have your pie graph, you have your bar graph, your double bar graph, and then there's another one that will come later is your line graph. All right, so these are all kinds of ways that you can present your data collection when you're doing a survey. All right, and you have to present it to someone, and present it is just easier to read than to read a lot of numbers on a sheet of paper or in a chart. You put it in a graph and people can read it much, much better. All right, okay. You all have done a great job. You've done an awesome job. And I want to thank you for learning how to read a chart with Ms. Rosia. And as always, you are all unique learners. Keep on learning and keep reading. Bye-bye for now.